Welcome to Awaken You Yoga and Healing Center, and I'm Shelly. Today's practice is Moon Salutations, Chandra Namaskara. So this is going to be an amazing practice, especially in the winter time, especially if those hips are feeling tight, if you're feeling like not trusting and not creative, this practice is for you. I highly recommend blocks. If you have hard floors, a blanket for the protection of your knees. Unroll the mat, unpeel the edges, and together, let us flow with some moon salutations. Hello, my beauties. Join me with your feet hip distance apart, facing the short edge of the mat in a Tadasana, a mountain. Take a moment. Bring your hands to your heart. If you can, find a drishti, a still visual point, or perhaps close your eyes. Just take a moment to acknowledge that lunar, that moon aspect of yourself. Take a moment to acknowledge the darkness within you. In this practice, we encourage ourselves to embrace and journey into the darkness. And knowing that where there is darkness, there is always light. Breathing a breath of love in for your heart. Exhaling it out. Inhale love in for yourself. Exhale it out. Wonderful work. We're going to step back. That right foot reaches the long edge of the mat. That front left foot is going to reach for the short edge of the mat, being able to give yourself this micro bend here as arms reach long and strong here, making this kind of funky starfish with me, taking up space. You matter. Breathe it in. Exhale. And if you have a block, it would be lovely. Grab that block as you reach those arms out. From that left hand, we're going to reach and bend from the shoulders and then down to the hips here for a triangle posture. So being wary if that shoulder is dipping down or that hip is dipping down. Inhale, raise up. You can grab, reach for that hip here. You can exhale, you can kind of fly your arm back. You can give yourself a gentle little cactus, or you can try to stack shoulders over shoulder. From here, we're gonna bend into that front knee. I know sometimes my hind foot slips back in this posture, so you can reach high here. You can look down to the floor. If you need to move that block and find a spot that feels good for you, do so. Breathe it in. Exhale. Now we reach for our half moon. So we're gonna kind of unbind ourselves and we're gonna move this block on the outside of the foot. We're gonna do this kind of tricky move where we bring that hind foot up, bring that block below the shoulder here, reach down for the earth, and you can inhale and just float one leg up if this is where you're at. Also, if this is where you're at, this is okay too. You can also find a little modification of a bend here, or if your body is allowing, you can exhale, reach that hind foot out. You can find that hip. You can inhale, breathe in the moon energy. Exhale that moon energy. Feel the burn, my babies. Let's do this. Exhale. Whoo, we're going to reach that down. We're going to reach for the opposite block for a runner's lunge. There's always the option to stay down on a knee. If you need, you can grab a blanket and put that under the knee here. You can stay down, or you can inhale, hug the inner thighs together, create space at the front of the heart. Exhale it out. Inhale. Exhale, float down to the knee, release that top of that foot down. We're going to inhale to heart center, palms kissing palms to the heart. I am feeling super wobbly, so I'm going to open up my stance. I don't know about you, but just tune into your body and where you are. These touch points of all of these fingers are touching all of our energy centers, all of our chakras together. So it's super powerful and energetically uplifting to bring this moon energy in. From here, we're going to inhale, bring the hands high to the sky. Exhale, gentle back bend. So just tip back at the heart. Here for a crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Breathe that breath in. Exhale it out. Inhale as you separate, kind of slicing the arms down, and then exhale, twist to the leg that's down on the earth. Arms reach long and strong. If you're having a funky shoulder or wrist or elbow, you can reach for those hips. There's always always a variation in yoga. Yoga is a practice. It's not a perfect, it's not a one size fits all. Inhale, hands back to that Namaste mudra, palms kissing palms to prayer at that heart center. Inhale. Exhale. From here, a pillow would be super helpful, or a block. You can grab that block. We're gonna bring that block under that sit bone, and then we're gonna exhale, kind of walk back. This can be a little awkward for me. So you're bending into this top of this foot. We're a little modified here. You can also stack that second block. You can also reach for that second block. We're gonna inhale up. We're gonna exhale, reach down. And wherever you are in your practice, if you have this nice bend to the knee, have a nice bend to your spine here. You can also help that knee with putting that block underneath of the knee. I know for me today, that is feeling amazing. Inhale, exhale. From here, we're gonna do some tricky business move. We're gonna use our body, we're gonna pull ourselves up. However, if it looks sloppy or messy, remembering yoga is a practice, it's not a perfect. We're gonna walk forward. You can stay down here for this modified runner's lunge, or you can post up on that hind foot. Inhale that heart, exhale it out. From here, that hind foot is gonna reach down, transition here. So we're getting a little tricky business. We're gonna use this block. You can kind of walk up here. You can windmill. Sometimes it can be easier to get up. Set yourself up for success. Fix your pants, right? So the legs are reaching the short edge of the mat. This top arm is gonna reach on the top of this thigh. You can put it here, you can relax here. Just be mindful that you're not cranking all of your weight into your thigh. We're gonna inhale, raise that arm up overhead for this extension. You can imagine like a ball was rolling at this side angle, extended side angle here. As we inhale, floating up, Virabhadrasana 2. How is that hamstring hanging up? Is it feeling fired up? Are you in tune with that moon energy here? We're gonna inhale, straighten that front leg. We're gonna exhale it out. Inhale, breathe it in. Exhale it out, my friends. Now we're gonna step both feet facing the short edge of the mat. Take a minute, waggle out your tail. Ooh, maybe move that hip. How's it feeling? Can you feel what it feels like to feel really imbalanced? In life, every day is a juggling act, and we're often unbalanced. So this is teaching us how to cope with that imbalance. So opposite side. So that left foot is going to face the short edge of the mat. Right foot is going to reach back. Here, my lovely friends. And so we're gonna reach back, reaching that hind foot. So I'm facing away from you, you're facing away from me. It's a little tricky. Or if we want to, we can be like secret ninjas, and we can flip this way. So I'm just flipping towards you. You can not face me, but I like to face you. I want my heart on your heart. So now, right, this leg, right leg facing the short edge of the mat, left leg facing the long edge of the mat. Arms reach long and strong. Take up space, kind of in this modified starfish here. Breathe that breath in. Exhale it out. We're gonna reach for that block in that front hand. From here, exhale, hinge at the shoulder, then at the hip. Reaches down below the shoulder. Being leery of not locking out the leg for this triangle, you can find a little grasp at the hip. You can find a little cactus, or you can inhale. Go full energy here, summoning the power of the triangle. And then we're exhale, just gonna bend into that front knee here. And sometimes the feet will push away, just find your strength. Be mindful if the shoulder is popping down. Inhale, roll it up. You can find integrity of the hips and heart. You can come at the side, cactus arm, or reach high to the sky here. Now we're gonna do that tricky business, right? Straighten out that front leg and maybe walk here. Arm is gonna reach on the outside of the foot. Block goes underneath of the hand. You can stay right here if this is where you need to do for your half moon today, wherever you are in your body, or you can inhale, reach up a little bit, reach up. If your body's like tick, 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 reach it up, really find that inner strength. Peel the heart, the shoulder, the hip up to the ceiling. You can stay here, find your inner strength. Sometimes I like to point my toes, others I like to heel. Toes, heel, toes, heel. Inhale, shoulder stacks over shoulders. Exhale. Inhale, breathe in that strength. Exhale, we're reaching down, but I'm realizing I left my block here, so I'm gonna take a little journey. Both hands reach down. The hips are now facing towards the mat. So you can take this runner's lunge. So Blocks are underneath of the shoulders. You can always come down here, or you can inhale through the inner thighs. Hollow that front body. Find strength in your feet. Exhale that knee down to the earth and set yourself up for success. And however you need, if you need to walk yourself up here, hands at the hips, heart open. Exhale. Inhale, if it feels good, you can give yourself a little cactus. The goal is to get this lovely back bend. So arms can reach up if that feels good. Exhale back. Anjaneyasana, crescent lunge. I love this. Sometimes it can feel really good if you move your arms, get a little more free, a little more expressive, whatever feels good for you and your body, my lovelies. Ha ha ha, wonderful work here. From here, we're gonna raise arms high to the sky. Exhale, we're gonna slice to the side and then twist to that leg that's on the earth. Arms reach long and strong like you're in a warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Breathe it in. Exhale it out. Welcome breath. Exhale. Coming back to center, you can reach the hands up. Namaste mudra, touch point all of those chakras together. In each finger point, it connects us to our elements and our chakras. Slicing down to the heart, breathing a full inhale, followed by an extended exhale. Wonderful work, my beautiful friends. From here, we're gonna grab that block and guide it under that sit bone if that feels good for you. And then you're just gonna sit back here. And if your foot is feeling funky, mine is, that's okay. Give it a little rub, give it a little love. You can grab that block to help support this top leg. If your hamstrings are feeling tight, you can set it down, whatever feels good for you. From here, you can inhale, exhale, fold forward. For this single-legged forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Breathe it in. Exhale it out. Beautiful, my friends. Inhale. Float the back of the heart up and do your tricky ninja move. You can grab here, and if you need, you can walk yourself up. It's not always pretty. Maybe it is. Maybe it feels more intuitive. From here, you can find the lunge that feels good for you, that runner's lunge. If it's this more supported one down here, you can post up here. Inhale. Exhale. Hollow your front body. Exhale. Right hind foot reaches towards the earth. You can use your block to kind of help you up here on your thigh. Hips and heart and shoulder reaches up. Arm extends out, extended side angle here, like you're rolling this lovely ball here. And then inhale, find that strength from the core. Windmill, Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Kegel up, zip up each of those bandhas. We have a lock down low, one here in our belly, and one at the chin. So find strength like you're zipping up all of your core, finding strength and fire in that core. Exhale for this beautiful expression of a star. Wonderful. Both feet face the short edge of the mat, long edge of the mat. Heel, toe, hop, hop, hop. And maybe take a moment to shake it out. How are you feeling today? With this beautiful standing class, we're gonna end in that mountain, how we began. So feet inside of the hips. Bring the hands to the heart. Maybe just take a moment to rock slowly side to side. Bringing an organic flow of breath that comes in. Exhaling a sigh of relief. And just taking this moment to feel that rise of energy, to feel everything that it's feeling inside of your body, your mind, your spirit, even your emotions. To notice if you feel a shift from the beginning of the practice to now. To reawaken and re-enliven your intention. Maybe it was to honor that darkness within us. And for me, the darkness is that pain, maybe those physical manifestations within us. And to bring love to ourselves and acceptance for exactly where we are. Because there's nothing wrong with us, we're not broken. Bring those palms, kissing palms, to that lovely heart center. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure